happening, y'all? Hey now, y'all. Great to see everybody today. It's a festive day in the sporting universe. The New York Knicks are having their parade as we speak. And Tony, you know what's really funny, man? The show open that we have, when you hear Carmela Soprano talking to Tony, she goes, "Can I tell you something, Tony? You know what's funny about Edie Falco? That's the woman that played Carmela. Dude, Tony, I saw her at the Knicks parade this morning. Carmela Soprano was at the Knicks. I swear to God, she was at the Knicks parade wearing a Knicks jacket and everything. I don't know how many of you guys are watching that, but they were running the Knicks parade live on, what was it? ESPN2, I think was. Anyway, it looked like a hell of a time, dude. They were having, as they should, man. Tony, as you know, dude, you and I were like hip on hip, dude. And Tony and I rode together on the KNBR float in the 2014 World Series parade. And, dude, I still remember that day so fondly. I have a great picture of the two of us on that truck, and you're going like this. You got a 3-spot up in the air for our third title. And it's a great – and I got what was that dude's name, man? Oh, there was a sales guy at KNBR. I forget his name right now, but I was like panicked before the parade started in 2014. I'm like, I forgot to bring my Giants hat. I need a freaking Giants hat. And one of the sales guys at KNBR laid an old school orange brim Giants hat on me. So I was wearing that. And it was raining. You remember it was raining that day? So you were wearing like rain gear. It just watching the Knicks celebrate in their city today reminded me of our celebrations. And by the way, Tony, it's been a minute. You know what I mean? It's been 12 years.
Stop. Come on, man. Come on. Yeah, dude. It turns out, man, my brother-in-law, shout out brother-in-law Rob, and my goddaughter, his daughter Gemma, are at the parade, and they're in New York for something. I don't know. It's something.
Wait. Let me make sure I know who you're talking about here. Your brother-in-law married to which sister?
Elisa. Yeah, this is Elisa.
And what are they doing in New York?
I don't know. I said because we're all running. Well, they have 3 girls. We have the 2 kids.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, sorry, Paulie. What did you say? Why are they in New York?
I don't know.
Totally. I don't know. Yeah.
All of our sports schedules are really crazy with the kids. So, anyways, I think it's something sports related. I'm not positive. Or maybe it's something summer or school related, but they're there. And he sent me a picture and videos. I can show that later on the show once I download it. So, and he did say it's crazy, man. It's a scene. It's a scene and a half.
Oh, it's fun. It looks so much fun. I have I got to admit, dude, I have parade envy. And shout out to Humdinger 87. She's basically dropping every sales guy's name on the board, and you hit the nail on the head. Thank you, Leah. It was Mike DeVolder. He was the guy that gave me the hat. It was Mikey DeVolder, who was a really fun guy. But Devo, we called him. I miss Devo, dude. Another one of the good ones. Tony, let's get him out of here. Let's get him out of here.
Get lost.
Get lost. You know what? Bring Drutzy with you, because he's no good either. You know what I mean? But no, Leah, you crushed it. It was Mike DeVolder who gave me that Giants hat for the parade. And Humdinger, I read a comment you posted a couple of minutes ago. You were saying that the broads at PMP sent you flowers. I don't know what was going on, what was behind that, but they're like that. Humdinger, they did that. When Bob Weir passed away, Patty from Napa sent me these beautiful roses, and I got them out in my backyard now too. So I know what it's like to be on the receiving end. It's an honor. Broads at PMP, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Broads of PMP. Giants and Niners and pop culture takes. They bring the best every day. The Broads of PMP.
There you go, buddy. Little Broads of PMP for your Thursday, early afternoon, I should say. I was going to say late morning, early afternoon, Paulie.
Well, thank you, Tony. Thank you, Creative Tony. And Humdinger, great to see you. Arkansas Dave. Rags, Don Peralta from Hungary. What's going on, Big D? You got your Stevie B's in the house, your Patty from Napa's, your Noemi's. Great to see everybody. We have a few announcements to make today about the rest of the week. We only got one show left after today. But Tony had the idea last night, and I think he was onto something, given that tomorrow is U.S. We got a World Cup game starting at high noon, so we don't want to conflict with that, because I know a lot of you want to watch that game too. Robot Centaur, I'm getting the feeling, is a big World Cup guy, and I know a lot of
yes, dude, he definitely is, Paulie. I've been riding his coattails seriously, and yes, I bet you he's all pumped up for the Mexico-South Korea match tonight. which I'm very excited for as well. They're both 1-0, and it's a big match between these two, buddy.
How about you? How do you feel about me saying this, Tony? I'm a closet. Well, not really a closet. I'm out of the closet with this, but I've always been kind of a my pet country, like my side piece country, is Canada. I love Canada. Nice. I do, for a variety of reasons. Be it Rush, the best band out of Canada. Maybe you want to talk Neil Young. Maybe you want to talk Dan Aykroyd. The list goes on and on and on. Canada's given us a lot. They've given us the sport of hockey. Thank you, Mark Messier. Another great parade in New York in 1994 when the Rangers won the Cup. But Canada's playing today.
Paulie? Yeah, Canada's playing Qatar. And Paulie, also, you take Canada. I always root for Mexico. Always.
Is that your side piece country? Your side piece? Yeah.
Well, especially when Italy decides to not qualify for the World Cup, I definitely got to jump on another country's bandwagon. I always root for Mexico. So you go north, I'll go south, and we got it covered, okay?
And by the way, shout out to, I knew I loved Arkansas Dave. And by the way, Arkansas Dave, I hope you can see, I got the snout right up here, right next to my Niner helmet. I got the Razorback snout. Thank you for sending me the nose of the snout. He goes, guys, you're talking Canada. Somebody better give some love to Triumph, dude. Triumph. Try that at your next wedding. Do you guys know any Triumph? Do you guys know Fight the Good Fight? See what happens. So we are going to start the show. What time tomorrow to eliminate any kind of conflicts for everybody? And I honestly want to see the match too. I want to see U.S. and Australia.
The thing, Paulie. Here's the thing. We are going to be. We need like the warden from the Smoking in the Boys Room video to kind of just crack the whip on us.
Well, you know what he says, Tony. You know what he says at the beginning. He goes, "Bend over." He's about to start spanking dudes in the Smoking in the Boys Room. That's the first thing he says. And he's got that belt and he goes, wham, bend over. In fact, you might need to pull it up, T. You might need to pull it up.
Let me get the Smoking in the Boys Room. But we need him for disciplinary reasons, Paulie. Because let's see, oh Jesus!
Yeah, no, I know. I could use it right now. There's like a mini film before the actual video. I don't know how many of you remember this one. I know Rags will be all over this. Rags a big Motley Crue guy back in the day with me, and the opening sequence is tremendous, dude. Let me know when you guys see the look on your face. Okay, I can't wait.
Stand by, and I want to clear the decks here just to make sure that we have a good viewing possibility because we have our lovely, lovely partners on the screen, but I want to make sure that we can. See the whole video. Stand by. And
all right. Okay, here we go. Yeah, dude. Let's go.
Oh my God. This is fantastic.
This is what I need on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is this the dog with the pentagram?
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh no. So where is it, Jimmy? I swear a dog ran off with it. To the principal.
Here we go. Here he comes.
Back again, huh, Jimmy?
Back again.
But a dog really did run off with it.
You're just never able to see our side of things, are you? Bend over.
Your side of it. I wish somebody could see my side of it.
Let's go, man.
Why can't we get? Through the mirror, Paulie.
Yeah, no, look at Nikki just pulling him in. Yeah, here we go. Put him in. Dude. Thank you, Tony. Thank you very much. Thank you for, and I got to tell the audience, like we Tony and I used to have so much fun with that period of like hair metal in the 80s. We would play videos like that for Shannon Kaler, who is like a millennial. He's there was nothing about what was going on in the 80s, Guns N' Roses, the whole thing, Hollywood Strip. So, dude, we would show Shannon stuff like that, and he would literally be horrified. He'd be like, I don't know what to say about this.
He didn't know what to think. He really didn't know what to think. He was like, I can't believe you guys actually like supported this and we're into this. And I'm like, Shannon, not only exactly. And dude, I had posters all over my walls. My walls were covered with all of the 80s whatever you want to call them, hair metal bands. I dove headfirst in, and I'm still in. I'm never going to be out. Like you said, Paulie, I'm never going to be out. So thank you. But what my point of bringing up the principal / warden.
Bend over. Yes.
Bend over. So basically, Paulie, we're going to be a tight 11 a.m. to high noon show tomorrow. 1 hour. We're going to prove that we can actually do it.
Okay.
We're going to prepare you for USA Australia, which it kicks off at noon, and we're going to do a musical assignment that begins at 11:30. Okay, and now if you want to give them the musical assignment, we can do that and then proceed further. But I just want to say we're going to start at 11. All right, we're going to go back old school. When we first started the show, our show was at 11. So shout out to the original 11 a.m. showtime, and we'll go 11 to noon right into USA Australia, right in.
Yeah, no, already there's disbelief and doubt in the PMP community. Patty from Napa wasted no time. Okay, let's take bets on this. 60 minutes, 80 minutes, what's it going to be? You're not wrong, Patty. You're not wrong. We have a really tough time reining our thing in. I mean, our thing needs to breathe. It needs to ramble. But on that note, this was the announcement I wanted to make today. So we're going to start the show at 11 tomorrow. Thank you, Creative Tony. We'll give you the 1 hour jam-packed with action. Then we're going to break the huddle. We'll all go watch World Cup. But I like that. I like a brunch PMP show. And on top of that, we'll have to do this in an up-tempo fashion. But I do want to get a music assignment in this week. And since we don't have a sponsor, Tony, I'm going to bounce this off you. What?
Robot Centaur. Tony, will you guys have a hydration break tomorrow?
If necessary, you know what I mean? Depends. We'll see. I'm not sure, Centaur. We'll see.
You know what, Paulie? Later on in the show, hydration breaks. Hydration breaks. Where'd it go? Shoot. God darn it. Hydration breaks, Paulie.
Right or wrong?
We should talk about it. Go ahead.
Well, no, I was going to say, here's my idea. This is just an idea. If Tony, if you don't like it, swat it away and we'll come up with something else. But I was saying, since we don't have I don't know why I get the giggles today, man. Since we don't have a guest sponsor tomorrow, my thought was, and I'm like the most unlikely dude ever to get sucked into the World Cup. I'm not a traditional soccer guy, but I am enjoying this a lot. And it's hard not to get kind of caught up in it when we got games going on here in the Bay Area. We got stuff going on in Los Angeles, Seattle, like the East Coast too. In Jersey, in Boston, there's just World Cup stuff going on everywhere. So I'm into it. And I was thinking, since the World Cup is kind of sucking us all into their like vortex, why don't we just do songs from bands from around the globe? And should we eliminate the U.S. from that equation, T? Just go any band that's not from the U.S. How's that?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a great call. We talked about it pre-show. I think we should definitely eliminate American bands are not part of the equation here. We're going international musical assignment tomorrow, Paulie.
Okay, got that, guy. So international music. Hey, Red Jet Shell, haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you over there. F and 901, good to see you too. You're right about that. Foxborough, not Boston. And, a lot of people, 901, probably don't know this because if they've never been back there, but it's a very similar thing in Boston where you've got the city of Boston. You got to drive about an hour to get to Foxborough. Like, it's way the F out there, dude. It's a lot like San Francisco and Santa Clara. And that place, dude, let me tell you what, you think it's bad getting in and out of Levi's? Foxborough's a flipping nightmare getting in and out of that joint, dude. It's a flipping nightmare, and it's way the hell out of the city. But anyway, you're right. It is. It's not in Boston. Although, Tony, didn't they have a couple of matches at Fenway? Wasn't there World Cup action at Fenway, or am I wrong about that?
World Cup action at Fenway. I believe so. Yes,
I thought there was. So you guys can confirm that on the chat if you want. But right, 901, didn't they have a match at Fenway Park? Yes.
Yeah, it's an official venue. It's an official venue, as well as Gillette Stadium, but it can't be called Gillette Stadium. It's just like Levi Stadium. It's just stadium.
Yeah, and I heard in New York they renamed. I'm not kidding. I heard that they renamed Rags. Is this true? I heard that they're not calling it. Where are the Giants? MetLife Stadium. They're calling it the New Jersey Stadium or something like that. Rags, can you confirm that? That's what I'm hearing. So all the stadiums had to change their name. They blocked out Levi's, dude. No outside sponsorship allowed.
Right.
If you don't go through FIFA, they're like, you ain't getting your freaking product shown on my screen, dude. They just cover that us up.
Totally, dude. But hey, Scotland has taken over Boston, which we talked about last night. They literally drained a Samuel Adams tap room. The tap room ran out of beer. It's amazing. I was watching some videos this morning of these fans that are just going.
They're having the time of their lives, dude. They're having the time of their. I'm kind of envious, actually. It's just, they're living the right way. And to your point, T, I put some new footage and bookmarks about Scotland and Boston. If you want to pull it up, it's pretty good.
I will. And also, Rag says it's now called Phil Simms Stadium, Paulie.
Hey, Paulie. Hi. Phil Simms here.
There you go.
Jesus H. Never forget that day, dude. I literally screamed so loud, woke the whole neighborhood up. That's my buddy, Phil Simms. Me and Phil, we go way back. Yeah, thank you for that, Tony. So what was I just saying? I lost my train of thought.
Scotland fans.
Yeah, Scotland fans. Right. So Scotland fans are having a great time. And I gotta say, too, shout out and tip of the cap to the Norwegians, dude. Have you seen them doing here we go. Here are the Scots. All right, let's
look at these guys.
No, they're not kidding around. These guys are not kidding around, man.
Oh, school buses, by the way, Paulie. School buses. And again, the quote I heard on the NPR report was, the cupboard is empty, meaning they're dead broke. They put all of their retirement all their savings into this trip. And the guy kept saying, the cupboard is empty. The cupboard is empty. There you go.
Boston Bars are bracing for another wave of thirsty Scotland soccer fans. The Tartan Army nearly drained some pubs of all their beer during the first weekend of their World Cup campaign.
We're going to come here. We're going to drink your beer. We're going to put some money in the economy.
Dude, straight Uda Craigland, dude. Straight Uda. The guy's shirt.
It's like the NWA shirt. By the way, that's my boy. The guy in the middle. I love that. I just got a great feeling about that guy. And also, dude, Tony, keep it paused. Shout out to the dude on the far right with the Kangol on, dude, and the Adidas. That's my boy, too. Glasses, LL Cool J Kangol, and just chucking down beers.
And an incredible stash. That might be a ginger stash when I look closely. It might be a ginger stash.
Tony, look at the joy on his face, too.
Yeah.
I want joy like that. You know what I mean? I got joy envy, man.
Dude, Paulie, you know what? I feel like they are living the life that Jerry wants them to lead.
We would all like to be able to live an uncluttered life, a simple life, a good life.
It sounds so good when Jerry says it, an uncluttered life. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Look what we all
We're going to have a right good time while we're doing it.
Last Saturday, Scotland beat Haiti in their first World Cup match since 1998. The massive invasion of Scottish supporters forced...
Oh, Paulie, which one are you? I think I'm the guy.
I'm the left. I'm on the left with the mirrored shades, dude. That's me with the little bowling hat on there. Yeah, that's totally me. You got your little Adidas sportsman shirt on there. That is Creative Tony and Paulie Mack in about 10 years. Right there. Yeah. That's us, dude. Yep.
Incredible. Let's rent a school bus, dude, and go to the next World Cup, Paulie.
I'd love to. We'll bring all the PNP Army with us, dude. Just fill up the buses. I'm in.
These are a couple of gamers, dude.
I know. They rule. This
Bar
whole
staff
thing
to rush for emergency beer supplies. Billy DeCane is general manager of the Sam Adams Tap Room in downtown Boston.
We're all running out of beer, and the local distributors are just doing what they can to get them in, and I know a lot of them got shipments in, and it seems like the Scottish pride themselves and having places like just drinking them dry.
At one point, the tap room...
Dude, by the way, Paulie, imagine it's incredible. They're bringing in Bud Light. They're bringing in Bud Light to a Samuel Adams tap room.
I know. Like the cases, dude. Look at this, dude. Look at this.
I mean, it's just incredible. But Paulie, what I want to get back to the fans. Okay. I imagine a conversation between two of the thickest accents on the planet, dude. The Boston accent and the Scottish accent. I mean, you're talking. Imagine a conversation between those two people.
It's a great call. That's a really, really good call because the Scots, they do have their own thing. And the Boston, that's some weird mutation of the English language. You get used to it when you're living up there, but you're right, T. It's an adjustment. Getting used to the Boston twang.
Yeah, and Paulie, I like your mullet in the background. See back left over the guy's shoulder. I like your mullet.
Oh, like a young Paulie Mack. 100%. Yeah, 100%. Yep.
Good stuff. Here we go. See a little more footage.
They get tired, and here they were back at it the next day, 11 a.m.
Boston Mayor Michelle Wu welcomed the fans with open arms.
Oh, this is so good, Paulie. That's the mayor of Boston. That's great stuff. Paulie, I can't. That right there is why I freaking love the World Cup. Because of all these countries coming together. And that's why I root for the upsets too. I know you do too. And I know most people do. Root for those upsets, man, because the upsets are where the stories come from, you know? And Scotland, I can't remember what, I think the report said the last time that they had a World Cup victory. And I don't remember when, maybe Fareed does or Robot Centaur does, but the way that these guys celebrate and the way that they put together this trip and said, we're going to do school buses and we're going to take over Boston. I mean, it's incredible stuff. And by the way, shout out, if you want to follow the Tartan Army, just look up the Tartan Army on Instagram or X, and you'll have a good time. It's a good follow. You'll enjoy it. 1998. Thank you, guys. Thank you. 1998 for Scotland.
Okay, Creative Tony, here's what I want to do, buddy. I want to give Tom Stack some love, but on the other side of that, I want to talk about the Knicks parade a little bit more. I got a couple things I want to bounce off you, things I saw this morning. But first off, some love for Tom Stack. Listen, Tony, also, sorry, before I forget, I want to do birthdays. We got some mailbag stuff we could get into today. And also, let's not forget numerology, because like we closed the show with it last night. Where are we today? 43?
Yes, 343. Paulie, numerology 343, episode 343 today.
Can I go first?
Sure. I know where you're going.
I know you do. Creative Tony and I have been locked in on this. We're not going to never let his name be forgotten. A lot of Niner fans don't want to talk about him. That's where Creative Tony and I come in. We say, let's remember the greatness. The man who wore 43 when it really mattered, Dana effing McLemore, Tony. Dana McLemore. I love saying that name. Dana McLemore. Sounds like a football player. You know what I mean? That's my guy, Dana McLemore.
And like we talked about, the Niners might be the only franchise with 3 Danas in their history, which is Dana McLemore, and we got Dana Hall and Dana Stubblefield.
I'd put big money on that. I'd be willing to bet big dollars. That's the only NFL franchise that's ever had a 3-pack of Danas. Also, Arkansas Dave, thank you. The great Richard Petty, 43. There's another one. Big Alan Chico saying, hey, listen, if you flip the numbers, we can honor Walter Payton, number 34. Good one, too. Sweet.
Yeah, we like to flip the script here. Bo Jackson, if you want to go 34. I love me some Bo Jackson. And also Patty from Napa. I was thinking the same thing. Dennis Eckersley, man.
Good one.
Loved Dennis Eckersley, man. And my heart broke when Gibson hit that home run off Eckersley. That was brutal.
You know, it's crazy. I remember exactly where I was when that home run was hit. I remember exactly where I was. I was in a bar. I was underage, sitting in a bar in Boston. I was a freshman in college, and we went into this place. They started serving us, so we just sat there drinking and watched the game. And I'll never forget that. That was like that was a hell of a moment. Also, Rags in Jersey checking in, number 43, Cliff Harris. Troy Polamalu from Soccer Bowl. Don Peralta. Ooh, wow. Tristan Beck. Okay. All right.
I was wondering if somebody was going to bring up Tristan Beck.
Yeah. Tristan Beck.
Let's go back in time to Dave Dravecki. Yeah. Corinne and I, same timing. Dave Dravecki.
Yeah, Corinne knows. Corinne knows her Giants, man. Dravecki for life, man. One of the greats.
Hell yeah, you're gonna see Corinne, I think, on Saturday at your gig, I believe.
Thank you so much for coming out, Corinne. I know it's like a hometown gig for you. We're looking forward to it. Paper Mill Creek Saloon, Saturday night, 8 p.m. Paulie Mack and friends. We're gonna rock. I'm telling you right now, dude. We're gonna bring it. We're gonna have a good time. The band is ready, Tony. The band is ready to play, so we're gonna have some fun. Tom Stack is a music lover, and he's also a great partner to the show. Tom Stack with Coldwell Banker Realty. Just got a text from Tom today. He's been out there traveling around quite a bit. I think he's spending some time with his son in Cleveland, but he's back in the Bay, and he's back open for business in the real estate game. So if you are watching the show, you're listening to the show on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you pick us up, YouTube, the Cron 4 Chronics, whatever, Twitter, Instagram. We love all of y'all, and we want to turn you guys on to these services of Tom Stack. He's a good friend of ours, but he's also a great partner to the show. This is a guy I've known for a very long time. Tom was like really, really close friends with the late, great Bill Walton. So, and during all those years, you know, when they were younger, Tom Stack worked for the Grateful Dead, and he did a lot of merchandising for them. Now, the Dead is no more, so Tom has reinvented himself as a broker with Coldwell Banker Realty, and he's been selling houses, man, for 20 years, and he takes it very seriously. Like, he wants to make sure the people he does business with are satisfied, they're happy, there's no complaints, and Tom is a people person. Totally cool guy. He's not one of these slick, like, you know, he's not going to try to, like, trick you into signing a lease in some freaking house somewhere. Like, he's going to make sure it's all right and everything's lined up for you. Check Tom out in the Lafayette area. He's been celebrated by the town, the Chamber of Commerce. He's involved with the Lafayette Town Hall Theater. He's produced dozens and dozens of shows out there. He's a real music lover, and he loves the Bay Area. So when it's time for you to buy a house, whether it's your first time, maybe you're selling a house, or maybe you're moving into your second or third house, that's the right time to talk to Tom Stack. He'll give you all the proper guidance and assistance you need, and he's going to treat you like a rock star. You can see it on his card there. That is kind of his motto. He's going to treat you like a VIFNP. The way they were treating Jalen Brunson at the Knicks parade today, that's how Tom Stack's going to treat you as a client. 925-878-9964. Tom Stack, let him show you around. Tell him what you're looking for. Tell him what your budget is, and let this guy go to work for you. He will put you in the right home that suits you and your family or your needs or whatever your circumstances might be. Again, 925-878-9964. Tony, you can email Tom Stack, the great Tom Stack, at tom.stack@cbnorcal.com. 20 years in the game. Trust his experience. He's rock solid. He's a great guy. Thank you, Tom Stack.
Yeah, man, it's not just a transaction with Tom. You're not just a client with Tom. He really wants to develop a friendship and a relationship and really take care of you and make sure that you feel like he did his absolute best. Tom, when you meet Tom and talk to Tom, he is all heart, all passion, and I love his infectious energy. And I'm telling you that comes through in his work at Colwell Banker Realty. So if you know anybody looking to buy or sell, especially in the La Miranda area, Lafayette, Moraga, Orinda, definitely have them contact Tom. Or if you know somebody that's looking to sell in the greater East Bay, like Martinez, our home of Noemi and Ray. Also, we got Walnut Creek, Pleasant Hill, Concord. I think the Centaurs are in Concord.
Nice.
So, anyways, we got representatives all over the greater East Bay, and so does Tom Stack. And Tom Stack knows people all over the Bay Area. If you want to refer Tom will respond and take care of you. And also, testimonial, Paulie, it's a testimonial Thursday. This is from May Sun Lee in Lafayette. She says, not only is Tom Stack the real estate professional of your dreams, but he has heart. Tom managed the purchase of my perfect last home and the sale of where I lived and raised my children as a single parent for 44 plus years. It took hard, loving work to do this, and he has made this duo-based project the least nerve-wracking that it could have very well have been. And we had a lot of laughs besides. Bless you, Tom. So do you understand? Like every testimonial I think I read, Paulie, they talk about like not just about the home that they love, that they either sold or they just purchased, but they talk about their experience with Tom.
Yep.
Right? Yep. It's about the stories. It's about making it enjoyable. So again, contact Tom if you're looking to buy or sell. If you know somebody that is looking to buy or sell, we love Tom. Tom, thank you for the partnership, man. So stoked that we have you on board. We got to get him on the show again soon, Paulie. But again, call Tom, 925-878-9964, 925-878-9964, or email him, tom.stack@cbnorcal.com.
How about this, Tony? My first tribute song to Tom Stack. This has never been done before or since. It might never happen again, but I'm going to drop Tom Stack's name into the Shakedown Street chorus. So it'll sound something like this, Tony. It'd be like, tell me this Tom ain't got no heart. Nice. Don't tell me this Tom ain't got no heart, because Tom does. He's got a big heart. You're going to see that when you give him a shout. And thank you again, Tom. We love you, buddy.
Very well done, P. That's good stuff. And it's true. He's all heart. Guys,
hey, he is. And Tony, and he's a very handsome guy too. The ladies love Tom Stack. Again, it's all part of the strategy Tony and I have employed, surrounding ourselves with better looking people. Yep. Tony, we got a super, but I also want to do some mailbag, and I want to do birthdays. So you decide the order of business here, but I want to check those three boxes. Yeah. Okay.
It's business time.
Yeah, Paulie, we're going to get to a Los D super in a second.
It's business. It's business time. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. Ooh.
Look at Los D. Carlos de la Fuente, one of our main men, one of our early partners who's just been so supportive of our show. He says, happy early Father's Day to all my PMP brothers. Cheers to us and our own dads. And never forget, a dad is someone you look up to no matter how big you get, man. Well said, Lo. Well,
yeah. Look, Carlos is such a great dude. I miss Los D. I need a piece. It's been too long since I've had a piece of Los D. And Los, I'm coming, dude. I'm telling you right now, I'm coming in December. I need as many Rush shows in me as I can get, and you're on my freaking radar. I'll see you in December, or is it? No, it's
December 1st. I think it's December 1st.
Okay. I'm getting confused. There's so many gigs, but I'll see you there because we're gonna make that happen. Okay, and thank you, Carlos. Yes, happy Father's Day to everybody. Tony, any big Father's Day plans for you?
No, I said that I just want to go out to the beach. My daughter's big on volleyball right now, and she's doing summer beach volleyball camp. So
where? Which beach are we talking about?
I'm looking at somewhere in Half Moon Bay, probably. But actually, to be honest with you, I had the idea of starting at Baker Beach, then going to China Beach, then going right, and then going down to Lindemar, and then going down to Half Moon Bay. So I might do a beach crawl from there south. And if we don't make it past Pacifica, I'm going to go to Nick's Rockaway for dinner, which I freaking love. Nick's Rockaway, the place I took you out in the water in Pacifica.
The effing best. I think I kind of want to get my band in there too. They got a little stage in there, dude. I've only been in that place one time, but Creative Tony turned me on to it, and I've been wanting to get back there ever since. Is that a restaurant or just a bar? I don't remember.
Both. It's both.
Yeah.
And it's
How's the grub? How's the food down there?
good,
Yeah.
dude. It's got like a original Joe's vibe, you know, and it's just a timeless classic, dude. Nick's Rockaway is a timeless classic. So it's somewhere I'm gonna do. It's basically I'm just gonna be coastal on the because I want to just put my feet in the ocean, put my feet in the sand. I might dive in, go for a little cleanse in the ocean too. I just want to get out to the shoreline, Paulie. That's all.
Okay. No, I love where your head's at, dude. And when I lived in the city, Tony, I was at the beach, especially when my kids were young. That was one of the great things about living in San Francisco with young kids is I would throw the kids in the car, and I'm talking like about the child seat in the back kind of era when they were little, 4 or 5 years old. Throw these guys in the car, drive their asses out to Ocean Beach, boom, the whole day. And they tire themselves out. They're digging holes. They're running around. And, I miss those days too. Power rank because you know what, Tony? I feel like Ocean Beach gets a bad rap. Just because,
dude, shout out at the end of Pacheco, when Pacheco dead ends at Ocean Beach is a great surf spot.
See?
And I used to go out and watch the surfers all the time. Be like, God, I really wanted. I've always wanted to surf, but then again, I'm like, I don't know what I would do. Is if I'm like, straddling a surfboard and I put my feet in the ocean, next thing you know, I bump a freaking shark or something, dude. I don't know what I would do.
You know what they all say, Tony? Every surfer that I've ever watched interviewed or talking about being attacked by a shark, because it does happen you guys probably know this living in the Bay, like surfers, because a shark thinks it's some kind of big fish. They think it's a meal. They see splashing around, they see the shape, so they come up. And all the surfers say it feels like someone's like pulling your leg underwater. They always feel like somebody. Oh, cool. Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah.
And I love so like I grew up on a skateboard and a snowboard, and I've always wanted to surf. And that's one of the reasons why I love Eddie Vedder's lyrics, because he writes a lot about surfing and he writes a lot about the ocean.
Shout out Ocean. I'm open the freaking show in Seattle is with a nice easy oceans, just easing in, dude.
Dude, got me a big wave, got me a big wave, got me a big wave. Dude, I love the song Big Wave, dude. Anyways, and I love the song Oceans, of course. But I've never had the cojones to get over that hump of getting in the water and kind of, because I've always looked at the ocean as like, that's a whole other world.
You better respect the ocean, dude.
Yes.
The ocean's in charge. The ocean is running the show, dude. We're just bystanders. If you don't go out there with the proper respect, you're asking for trouble, especially in this part. Dude, the Pacific currents are no joke out here, and I'm totally with you, dude. I got fascinated with surfing like 20 some years ago. Watched all those documentaries, Riding Giants, all the Dogtown Z-Boy guys. They were surfers first. Learned a lot about it. I'll drop some. What do you want? Some names? Here they come. Dude, ready for this? Shout out Larry Bertleman. Larry effing Bertleman. Tony, they say he was the first surfer to ever kind of reach out from his board and like touch the water while he was surfing. So all the Dogtown kids were watching Larry Bertleman, and they started applying his methods to skateboarding. That's why they started getting low and touching the street. They learned that from watching the surfers do that, Larry Bertleman. And then there was the big guy, Duke. What was his name?
I can't pronounce his last name. It's a very long last name. I was going to say Duke. I was going to give love to Duke as well. Because
you got Duke, and then you got the white guy, Greg Knoll, dude. Greg Knoll went over to Hawaii. He was like one of the first longboard guys, I think, and he was surfing big waves. Anyway, I love surfing too, but I'm like Tony. I don't want to get bitten by a shark in my 50s. And I also feel like it's just kind of a little too late for me to start like learning how to do that. I'll wait till my next life, and then I'll paddle out. Tony and I'll go paddling out in our next life, but maybe not right now. I'm with you on that too.
We also got to give love to Jeff Clark too, from Mavericks, the guy who basically discovered Mavericks and says we need to have a surf competition here because the waves are so freaking massive here. Jeff Clark for life. I'm sure NorCal Refrigeration and Soccer Bowl are very familiar with Jeff Clark and the whole Santa Cruz scene.
I hate to ask this question, and I could be misinformed. Jeff Clark is still with us, right?
As far as I know.
Okay, just making sure.
I'd stand by. I'm just gonna double check here, Paulie.
I think, I don't know why I'm saying that. Maybe
born in Redwood City.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Dude, do you remember? Dude, Tony? I can't believe this is coming up, but why not? Let's go there. I'm going to say this is probably around 05, 06, somewhere in there. Creative Tony and I are at an Aerosmith concert in Oakland, and we're sitting there, dude, and a couple of rows in front of us, there he is. There's our buddy Cyrus. And do you remember, because Cyrus is a surfer, by the way, ironically, he was dating Jeff Clark's daughter. Do you remember that?
Yes, dude. Yes.
That was his date that night. He was dating Jeff Clark's daughter, and we saw this is our buddy Sour. You guys might watch him too. He does the Golden Days Warriors podcast. We've had him on too. He's our buddy.
Hey, look at this, Paulie. NorCal Refrigeration and HVAC, also known as David Shanklin, also known as Shank, also known as one of the musical geniuses behind the show. He says he knows Jeff. Hey, Shank, dude, let's get Jeff Clark on the show.
Oh, 100%. Oh, NorCal, Jeff.
Yeah.
Send us, please, if that's cool with you guys, email us and his contact info. I would love to talk surfing with Jeff Clark. And Robot Center posting this, I think he's right. Robot Center goes, RIP Mavericks. I think it's no longer hosted. I heard that too, and I don't know the details. Why? What the hell happened? Do you know, T?
I don't know. Let's see. Talking about the surf break, and I don't see. I can look at the end of Mavericks and look it up. And Mavericks, and
I heard that too, though, Robot, and I don't know the details behind it. You know who else is a big surfing enthusiast is legendary sports writer Bruce Jenkins. He loves surfing. I think he's a big body surfer. He goes out and body surfs a lot. But I always enjoyed talking surfing with Bruce Jenkins. He was a cool guy.
Yeah, they do. I don't think they do competitions there anymore. I think.
Yeah, Robot Center is saying right here. He goes, I think it's coming back, says Dom, and then Fareed says, I believe it's not happening because there were issues with funding. There were issues with funding. I mean, it's what NorCal's saying too. Sponsors out. Yeah, that's too bad. Because that was a real gem for the Bay Area, man. The fact that surfers would come from all over the world the drop of a hat. Dude, they send the message out. It's like, get on a plane and get here. Mavericks is going down, and the whole world would converge. And if any of you out there have never seen the documentary called Riding Giants.
I was just talking about this last night with Your Mom is Cool, Paulie. This is so weird.
Particles right there, Tony. For real, that's particles. When stuff like that happens, that's particles flying. But Riding Giants is a great documentary where I learned a ton of stuff about Greg Knoll and others. And it's made by the same guy, Stacy Peralta, who made the Dogtown movie. He was one of those guys. He was a Z-boy, and now he's a filmmaker. So, go watch Riding Giants if you've never seen it. It is a phenomenal film about surfing. Phenomenal. Makes you want to surf.
I couldn't agree more with you, Paulie. It's fantastic. And we were talking about Laird Hamilton, and also Your Mom is Cool. Shout out Mark Wiseman, who just dropped my son off because I had beers with Mark because my son had to sleep over with his son last night. Anyways, Mark and I were talking to the wee hours last night about, he goes, I love when Paulie starts to put somebody under the ground before they might be dead.
Sorry, I don't know. I don't mean any disrespect. I really don't.
But Mark was saying it in a very comedic, comical way. He's like, I love when he does that, and then you guys discover the person's still alive. Because
I don't even know why I said that about Jeff Clark. Yeah, I think he's dead. I don't know. I thought I had heard something. I do apologize, Jeff Clark. No disrespect, man.
Of course not, dude. Of course not. So maybe we can get Jeff on the show. Shank, we'll be in touch offline, brother. Paulie. Can I just say we've been talking a ton of World Cup, Paulie, okay? We've got, I'm looking at my notes here, South Korea, Mexico tonight. That's the nighttime game. But before that is
hey, real quick question, T. Sorry. Yeah. Do you know where the Mexico match is? Where is that?
Oh, boy, this is where I go to the robot.
Don't worry. Fareed will help us out at the sports desk. You keep going. Yeah. Stevie B, just call him Paulie the Slim Reaper, dude. The Slim Reaper. That's me. You know what we should do to offset me burying guys prematurely? Because that does happen. I put guys in the ground before it's time. Let's offset my early death wish list by celebrating some birthdays, right? People that are still with us. Might be a good idea to balance those scales. You know what I mean? Yeah. Sorry.
We can celebrate birthdays. I'm gonna get to supers first. And Steve Groschel just letting you know in the chat, Paulie, I'm still alive too. Grosch.
No, I know. Thank God. I see you, Grosch. No, I know you're with us, bro, and I need you here. Don't go anywhere, man.
Hold on. Here, because you've been putting people, 6 feet under. Hold on, Paulie.
That's good. I enjoy that. No, I need that too. I do. I need the discipline. I know.
Freaking bastard, you're killing me with that.
Oh,
all right, here we go.
It's business time.
We'd love to support our local musicians and Ray Goodman. And Ray, is it the trio? Is it Ray Goodman and the Soulmates? Is it another band? Let us know. But he says we play Father's Day barbecue from 2 to 5 p.m. at the Dale Vino. Is it Dale Vino? Dale Vino in Pittsburgh. I apologize if I'm not pronouncing it correctly, but Dale Vino in Pittsburgh. Father's Day 2 to 5 p.m. Ray Goodman. If you're in Pittsburgh, go check him out because Ray's a freaking badass on the guitar.
Tony, you know, when I look at and Ray, have a great gig, dude, and happy Father's Day. When I see that little accent mark over the A on Dale, you know what I started thinking about? Got a question for you. Why don't you take your name, your first name, Tony, and when you sign, like if people come up and they're like, oh, Tony, sign this for me or whatever, you might want to start thinking about putting the Motley Crue umlaut over your O. Dude, when you spell your name, Tony, with the umlaut right over the O. Just let people know. That's how I'm rolling, dude.
Doesn't Centaur put double umlaut? Doesn't he have double umlauts in his robot Centaur? I believe he does.
I hope so. I hope so. And you should too. I think you should have an umlaut over the O in Tony. You really should.
Hell yeah, dude. And Ray, let us know, Dale. So sorry, Noemi's letting me the correct pronunciation. And it's the full band, Ray Goodman and the Soulmates, full band this Sunday, Father's Day, 2 to 5 p.m. at the Dale Vino in Pittsburgh. Thank you so much, you guys. And then we have another super, Paulie, stand by, and it is Stevie Groschel. Look at this. He goes, Father's Day plan. Kick everyone out of my house, pop in a gummy, and watch the final round of the U.S. Open by myself.
Dude, you know what, Grosch? I feel you loud and clear, dude. I mean, sometimes that's all a man wants. You know what I mean? Let me just sit here for an hour, and in your case, yeah, let me watch some freaking golf, dude. I'm not bothering anybody. You know, for me, it's something else. I'll be watching like a Scorsese movie. Let me just sit here and watch The Departed. Leave me alone. You know what I mean? But sometimes, Tony, that's all you can ask for on Father's Day, just a day of peace and rest. You know what I mean? Because they're hard to find. They really are hard to come by.
You know, it's funny. This might be just my experience, personal experience, but my experience over the decades has been that fathers on Father's Day just want to do exactly what Grosch was talking about. Just do something solo or nothing or just chill. And on the flip side, my Mother's Day experience has also been big plans, big to do. Big gathering,
the dresses, and I got a blazer on. I'm going to brunch all of a sudden. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, wow, nothing like that on Father's Day, dude. Keep your sweatsuit. You know, wear sweatpants. Give me like a Springsteen t-shirt. Let's just be civilized. Yeah.
And all of you, like, hey, kids, go play by the freeway for a few hours, and then everybody just get lost. Just give me some peace and quiet.
You know what I mean? No, I'm with you. That to me is like the best Father's Day gift anybody could ever give. In Rags's case, he might be like, you know what? If you guys could leave me alone in the house for a couple hours, I just want to get my octopus on in peace. You know what I mean? I want to get some 1 potato, 2 potato, some reverse, some octopus, and I don't want to be bothered. So evacuate the house for 2 hours and let Rags do his thing, you know, on Father's Day. Yeah.
100%. And I think Tracy, right? It's Tracy.
Yeah.
Yes, I think Tracy would be happy to just grant his wish and say, I'll be back in a little while, right?
Oh, Tracy don't want any part of the octopus. No. She'd be like, for kids, let's go. Let's get out of here. Your dad needs some time alone. Hey, yeah.
Hold on, another update, Paulie. Another update. Los D, Carlos de la Fuente is saying Mexico versus South Korea is in Guadalajara.
Wow.
So there you go.
Okay.
So look at that, dude. That's going to be that crowd is going to be electric tonight.
Now, Mexico, again, forgive my ignorance, but I'm just being honest. I don't know a lot about soccer, but this is a question. Is Mexico like one of the more powerful teams? I believe they are, right? Mexico's really good.
Yeah? I would say that they're middle. They're middle of the road. They're not like a total powerhouse, but they're middle of the road because you can't. It's really hard to compete with the Spains and the Argentinas and the Portugals of the world. And by the way, I saw some really good footage of how frustrated Ronaldo was in their first match, where other guys on his team are just not passing him the ball, and he's wide open, streaking down a few times. And
what's that about? Why are they not dishing it to him then if he's wide open? Like what's going on?
I don't know, but I don't know. I mean. So they need to watch this film, which I'm sure they are. And Ronaldo needs to be like, hey guys, I'm running these lanes, man. Take a look, hit me. I am open. There's like 3 different wide open. If they would have centered the ball to him, he could have had a great shot on goal. Anyways, it's just hard to compete with those bigger powerhouse teams, man. The Messi, I was just talking about this last night to your mom at school. I still cannot believe what Messi. We talked about this last night too. Messi. Almost 39 years old. June 24th he'll be 39, and he drops a freaking hat trick. And if you watch the goals, they're incredible goals. They're not just like gimme goals. One of them was a kind of a gimme, but the guy is so freaking fast still. I'd love to know his training regimen, because how you can keep in that great a shape soccer is so underrated in how physical that game is.
You got your cardio. You have to have world-class cardio to play soccer.
Cardio, and there's a lot more contact than you like maybe see to the naked eye, right? There's a lot of slide tackling, a lot of bumps, and of course, all of the headers, man. All the headers have to take a toll. So I'm excited for tonight's action, Paulie. Canada Qatar is who's playing right now? Switzerland, Bosnia.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Switzerland, Bosnia right now. Canada, Qatar, and then Mexico, South Korea. I love. Give me more. Just give me more. I love waking up and then turning on the TV later in the morning, and there it is, World Cup soccer. Let's go.
Like you, and I know I've gotten into it too. Like I'm really enjoying it too. I saw Robot Centaur go, dude. My dream thing on Father's Day. Let me just watch a World Cup all day. That's all I want to do. I saw Roasty say a very similar thing. I just want to chill. Let me hang out on Father's Day. Leave me alone. And Gravy, good note right here. Gravy goes, a lot of teams right now are overpassing. They need to shoot on goal more often. Well, there's the big debate, and I apply the same principles from hockey to soccer, and you guys tell me if you agree with this, because there was a phrase Wayne Gretzky, I think it was Wayne Gretzky who said this, and you can compare Gretzky to Messi, like guys that are just born to put the puck in the net, or in Messi's case to score goals. Like, I don't know, some guys just have a nose for the goal. They just know where they need to be positioning wise. But Wayne Gretzky said, to the point of, you got to launch as many shots on goal as possible. That's a key to success, Tony. He goes, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Yeah,
totally.
It's a good quote. But then there's another school where they'll say, because the all-time great Phil Esposito countered that in the NHL, and he goes, I don't believe that. He goes, I believe it's about quality shots, not quantity. He goes, I'd rather have 10 good looks at the goal as opposed to 20 just blind, just blasting shots that have no chance to go in. What do you think about that, T? Quality?
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with both, but I agree more with Esposito, because especially in soccer, when you have possession and you're in the goal box and you have a shot, you don't want to give up that opportunity, because the shift can happen so quickly, right? So I feel like you got to have quality shots, and especially if you have a superstar like Ronaldo on your team and he's open, you need to get him the freaking ball.
Give him the rock. Yeah, let him kick that ass. Yeah.
It's very simple. I don't know. Hey, I want to shift gears really quick, Paulie, because I need to know this. And if you don't, I'm putting you on the spot, and I apologize. But
I love it. Put me on the spot. Give me a slap. Rough me up. I want it. Bring it on.
Well, stand by, and I'll do that.
Yeah. Give me
okay, and we can also talk about
Tony.
Yeah.
Hey.
Right. Okay.
Hey, Tony.
I got to be honest, I'm kind of enjoying not talking about him right now. I'm enjoying this World Cup stuff. And I still got Nick's takes. I wanted to talk about the parade. It's all getting away from us again. But I'm enjoying the World Cup banter. I am.
That's why I love our show, because we have a plan. And if it doesn't,
that's the thing, Tony, the show needs to ramble, dude. You know what I mean? That's in regards to something else. You know what I'm talking about? The show needs to ramble. Don't try to put me in a box, man. Don't do it. Because that's when I get pissed. I rebel.
I'm the man in the box.
100%. 100%. Buried in my S, dude. How about that lyric? Buried in my S. Yeah. What? He says what he says.
I know. Dude.
Buried in my S. Yeah. I got Tony with that one. There's the lyric. Buried in my S. Yes.
Well, it's also, I could understand why people stayed away from Alice in Chains, because it's, dude,
I was going like Roll Away the Dew, Shakedown Street, and then I got him talking about Buried in S right next to me. I was like, I don't think I'm ready for that right now. But I came around. Later.
When you do come around, when the time is right, it's actually brilliant music. But it's a completely different vibe than, say,
you gotta want it. You gotta want to get into that space when you're dealing with chains. You gotta want it. Yeah,
Paulie, there's no Sunshine Daydream with Alice in Chains.
Oh, dude, there's no stranger stopping strangers just to shake their hands. There's none of that going on, dude. There's dude, I'm down in a hole. You know what I mean? I'm buried in my S. It's a dark ride, folks. It's a dark ride. Yeah.
Oh God, this is great. Yeah. And yes, Steve Groschel, Jar of Flies is a fantastic album. Seriously.
Jar of Flies rules. And I always want to make sure people know this. If you're an Alice in Chains fan, you'll appreciate this. Our buddy, Chris Kelly, stage manager of Saturday Night Live. The guy's been there like 30, 40 years. He's seen it all, done it all. He's also used to produce the MTV Unplugged. And I'm talking all of them. And he told me more than once, he goes, the best unplugged I ever saw was Alice in Chains.
Yes.
And so I recommend that too. Get Jar Flies, but then don't be afraid to listen to their unplugged. It's incredible. It's an incredible show.
And by the way, how I purchased it at Vinyl Solution, you can buy the record, and I believe the record comes with the LP SAP.
Yeah, I have the same issue. Yes, like the double, the gatefold. I got the same one. It rules. SAP rules too. SAP rules too.
Jar Flies and SAP, a 4-song EP, and you want to talk about heavy, just heavy. So, anyways, back to what I was going to just shift gears for a second. This Sharks trade, okay? Do you know anything about this kid, this Michael Kesselring from Buffalo? I don't know anything about him. I know that the Sharks traded away their 20th pick and got the 27th pick and this guy Kesselring. Help us out, PMP chat. I don't know. I know that I like what the Sharks are doing. They're moving and taking. They're moving things around. Do you know anything about this kid Kesselring? And like, do you like the move?
You're putting me on the spot is right, because I don't know a lot about him, but I do like where the Sharks are. And you could almost, like in an ideal, perfect scenario, I think you could build a case for saying something close to the Sharks of next season could become kind of like what we just saw the NBA Spurs do with San Antonio, where the Spurs kind of overachieved. They showed everybody they weren't really ready. The coach wasn't ready. The players weren't ready. It's just they're not ready, but they're coming. The Spurs are coming.
And look at this, Paulie beat LA and Don Peralta both saying
badass.
Don Peralta says he's a badass, and beat LA saying he was on the gold medal USA team last year. Great. I didn't take the time to research him yet, but I love what I'm hearing. This is great. Fantastic.
Yeah, and I do think that given their core of talent and given the stud that they have at the center of it all right now, I just kind of feel like the Sharks might be like all they got to do is get in the postseason, because in hockey, if you have a hot goalie and you have a guy with a hot hand, like a lot of stuff can happen. So I think there's going to be one of the most exciting seasons we've seen in San Jose in a while coming up next year. It's going to be a really fun season.
Nice. And Escobar saying he's a really good two-way player. I heard Rags is a really good two-way player, Paulie. Second of all, this is a serious question though. The guy is 6'5". I did read he's 6'5". Is that's
very tall for hockey. Right. Yeah, it's a big dude. Yeah.
Right. I was just surprised to see them 6'5". I'm like, damn, dude, that's a big ass dude on defense.
How do you think you would do if you had to fist fight somebody on skates? I'm dead serious. That's like a legitimate question.
I would flop. I would be a flopper. I would be SGA.
You would just get into the turtle.
I would just flop. I would just fall down. I would just because I can't. I mean, I love ice skating, but I'm not that good at it. I'm decent, right? But I can't do the skate backwards and all that crap. Like I can't do that. That's why when you watch hockey, and when I started watching it with my kids, I'm like, you guys don't forget they're doing all of this while ice skating.
Yeah, they're going like 35 miles an hour too with a full head of speed. These guys are flying around out there.
Fucking amazing, dude. That's why the season that the Sharks had, and I feel like you said, Paulie, they're on the rise. And why am I blanking on
Celebrini?
Yeah, Celebrini. Thank you. Yeah, Celebrini. What he's doing at a young age the future is so bright with him as like the centerpiece.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. What did you say, Tony? Would you play peekaboo? Yeah, I would. Well, I don't. Maybe. I almost pulled up the LeBron peekaboo last night when we had Bonte Hill on the show. By the way, if you missed Bonte last night, if you missed Bonte, he was freaking fantastic. Yeah. Check it out on our YouTube channel at Polymax Particles. Please like and subscribe while you're there. Please comment on the videos while you're there. We got to feed the algorithm. And also, if you're interested in joining us for the Giants game on August 14th.
Yes, please. We want to see everybody out there, man. If you guys can come. Tony, finish your thought. I'm sorry, but Tony's right. Come on out. Get your tickets and hang with us.
Yeah, come join us. You can buy tickets on our YouTube channel right below our bio. Click on the links tab. You can buy tickets. And the Giants put together the page for us. So it's a much easier process than it was last year. And it's going to be a great night. It's a Friday night game. Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun. Our main man
sidewalk sessions before and after. You know, if you're one of my people out there on the sidewalk, you know what I'm talking about. We'll make sure that happens again pre and post. We'll get it going.
Yes, too. And I want to thank our main man, Bocce Chris, who helps support the show. But he says,
Chris, dude, we need to get out there and see Bocce Chris. It's time.
I texted Bocce Chris today. I texted him today.
Good move. I saw that. Yeah. Shout out Bocce Chris, no doubt.
By the way, just people, when you meet Bocce Chris at the Giants game on August 14th, the guy reached out to us and just says, I've been listening to you guys for years. I love you. I love what you guys do. I just want to support the show. He goes, I don't want any, anything in return. I don't want, and the guy has just got a huge heart and he wants to help the show. So thank you, Bocce Chris, for all of your help and support, dude. And we'll see him on August 14th. Come join us, y'all. It's going to be fun. Who cares what the Giants record is going to be? Who cares what's going on? Who cares what the roster will look like by August 14th? But come join us. That'll be a lot of fun. And Paulie, on that note,
yes,
I just want to say Giants ball today. They go for the sweep of Atlanta. And if they sweep Atlanta, that's pretty amazing considering that like what are they? The Braves have like 46 wins, I think.
Yeah, they're one of the best teams in baseball. Yeah. That's what drives me crazy about these Giants. They play the Dodgers well, they play the Braves well, and then they'll turn around and lose 3 or 4 to the Rockies. You know what I mean? It's like, what are we doing? By the way, Tony, we're way behind on sponsors. I want to get okay.
Let's be real quick. I just want to remind people. The Giants are second in MLB in batting average. Second, dude. They're only behind the Dodgers.
They lead. I'm sure we all saw the same stat a couple days ago, but they Chuck P1 Chuck saying the game is rained out.
Wait, what?
Well, the game first pitch is at 4, I think, isn't it? Or am I wrong? I thought maybe he's not talking about the Giants game, but he might be. I'm not sure.
Let me look at that up here.
No, that's what he's saying again. P1 Chuck goes, there's no Giants Braves ball today. The game must have gotten called. It must be pouring down there.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, postponed.
Wow. I thought first pitch was like at 4:00.
It is 4:15. They must see they're probably using Doppler radar, Paulie.
Okay. Yeah. How's your Doppler today, Tony? How is it? How's your Doppler?
Oh, my
Doppler's huge. Watch out. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Well, you know what that does? That gives
Tony.
Yeah.
Hey.
Right. Okay.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah.
That gives Tony Vitello another day to make sure that Bryce Eldridge is in the lineup against a lefty Martin Perez. Because I was worried they're facing a lefty Martin Perez today. They were supposed to. And I was like, oh, here we go. Eldridge is going to be on the bench because he's facing a lefty. Keep Eldridge in the lineup regardless of who is pitching, lefty or righty. Okay, Paulie, that's it. And I want to remind people too that the Giants are second in MLB in total hits too. So
and they're first in grand slams. They lead Major League Baseball in grand slams. The Giants. So their offensive numbers are great. Tony's been saying this for weeks. It's the effing pitching. We all see it. We all know what's going on. As I say on the streets, Tony, you know what it is. You know what I mean? You know what it is. Totally. I'll tell you what else it is. It's Carlos De La Fuente with Barrett Financial. For the love of God, it's time we sing his praises. Tony, we can't. I'm just saying on the other side. Birthdays, mailbag, couple of Nick's parade impressions, and then out. Okay, but first, Carlos De La Fuente. Listen, we love Carlos. I'm about a week away from starting to do some business with Carlos too. Maybe 2 weeks tops, but I'm coming, Los. I'm coming. We are going to start doing some work with Carlos, and you guys know his resume. Listen, Carlos was working for a different company for the past year and a half. The fact that Barrett Financial kind of poached him and they scouted him like Larry Krueger used to be an MLB scout for real. And he would just like go around trying to find talented players and stuff. Barrett Financial was scouting Carlos and they're like, we need this guy. We need him. Somebody make sure we get Los D, get him in here. And he did. And so now he's got this new employer, Barrett Financial. But all of those same principles we've been talking about for the past year still apply. This is a great thing for Carlos. Working for this company, Barrett Financial. They were established in 2002. They have now grown into a leading nationwide lending organization, and their mission is to provide exceptional guidance and service throughout the entire mortgage process. And Carlos, again, he brings his 27 years of experience to the table in an industry that offers, I mean, we're going to be talking about expanded lending options, enhanced customer and team support, and greater opportunities to navigate simple and complex loan scenarios. And it's funny, just last night when we were doing the show, forgive me, I forget the person's name, but somebody sent a note in.
Yeah, Paulie, it was Clem Akers. Clem Akers was a super on the show, and he just did a super. It had nothing to do with the content of the show. He just wanted to thank Los for helping him through his very interesting and unique financial situation. And that right there, the guy went out of his way, not just to thank Los on the chat, but to become a super to do it. And then also he wanted to like basically thank Los. That's how good of a dude Los is that he made such an impression on this guy, Clem, because Los put in the time and the effort to navigate through a unique situation, which Los has been doing for 27 years, dude. That's why Barrett Financial, whoever made the call to Los, tip of the cap, because you just scored. You just scored big time in getting Carlos De La Fuente into the mix, Paulie.
And again, I feel like we're so lucky, Tony and I, to have these guys like Carlos, like Dan, like Tom Stack. These are good people, man. They really are. Like Tony and I are not working with people that are sleazy or they're going to try to like pull one over on you and take advantage. Not at all. These guys are rock solid. And Carlos is at the very front of that line. So let's do some work with Carlos, man. Yeah. Carlos D at Barrett Financial. If you're listening without the visual today, I'll spell it. It's BARRETT Financial. Carlos D at barrettfinancial.com. Same phone number, 925-250-4894, 925-250-4894. Talk to Carlos about some loan options. Talk to Carlos about your mortgage. He can improve things for you. And the guy, Tony's talking about Clem last night. Great, by the way, great name, Clem. My boy Clem is coming over. You know what I mean? I need more Clems in my life. Yeah. But that guy, Clem, actually said, he goes, Carlos did a great job working for me. And he goes, my situation was very complicated. And Carlos like got through it with ease. So this is a guy who knows how to handle his stuff and his business.
Really, on that point, there's a lot of people that would either turn Clem away or pass Clem on to somebody else, or just maybe just say, Clem, I don't know, just wouldn't put in the time and wouldn't create the vibe to Clem saying, you know what? Let's dig in. Let's roll up our sleeves and dig in and get you taken care of, man. That's what Los does. And also with Barrett Financial, Los is now able to help people all over the country. So if you have, and word of mouth, it's all about word of mouth, right? So if you have friends or family elsewhere outside of the Bay Area, let them know about Los, okay? Let them know that the Carlos de la Fuente can help them out nationwide. And Paulie, if you wouldn't mind and just indulge me for a sec, because Shank's on the chat too as well.
Give us the Los. 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 What loan would you like?
That's all about the loan.
Give us the Los.
Yeah.
Give us the Los.
It's the best, man. It's the best. Yeah. Thank you, Carlos, and thank you, NorCal, for the soundtrack there too. We appreciate that, man. Excuse me. Okay, Tony, birthdays. To offset me burying people prematurely, let's celebrate the living. You know what I mean? We got some people out there worth shouting out today celebrating birthday. I happen to know one, shares my first name. He's a big deal out there. He's been knighted. Let's give him some love, Tony. Take me through the birthdays.
Will you still love me, Paulie, when I'm 84? Paulie, when I'm 84. Paul McCartney, 80 freaking 4 years young today. The guy is truly an inspiration, man. Still gigging. Still traveling, still looking amazing.
He does look amazing. He really does. Big head of hair. He's in great condition. I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on with these guys. These old school rock stars. They have some kind of secret longevity. I don't know how they're doing this, but God bless Paul McCartney. Happy birthday, Paul. Tony, real quick, favorite Beatles album? Go.
Oh, Jesus, criminy sakes.
Or song. I'll take song if that's too much for you.
And
make sure it's a McCartney song. Don't give it like a George Harrison on McCartney's birthday. You know what I mean?
loved freaking Harrison, dude. I loved Harrison. I love Abbey Road, man.
Me too.
Gosh, Paulie.
Yeah.
It's like trying to pick your favorite Zeppelin song or trying to pick your favorite Stones song, or it's really difficult.
There's no wrong answers. I like Lady Madonna. I love Lady Madonna. Bam, 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 children at your feet. I also love Helter Skelter. That's an insane Paul McCartney vocal, dude, screaming his ass off. In a very, the Beatles had some really heavy moments, dude, with like loud guitars screaming. Helter Skelter being one of those where McCartney's just screaming his face off. I love that.
Because we started the show talking Motley Crue, might as well end the show talking Motley Crue. The Motley Crue cover of Helter Skelter is fantastic.
I like it more than the Beatles. I know that's sacrilegious to say, but I actually like because it's so punky and crazy and like dirty and like it's raw. It's really raw. And I love the Motley Crue, Helter Skelter. Love it.
Yeah. And also Miguel, I think I might have to go with Miguel here, dude. Jesus Christ. Rising Wolf. Rising Wolf and Miguel just basically just tugged on my heartstrings, come together, and Dear Prudence. Dear Prudence is just any band that decides to play that live, they always know what they're diving into, and they do it so well. I guess I'd probably have to go Dear Prudence, Paulie. Number one.
Well,
Thank
you would have
Rising
loved,
Wolf.
Tony, you would have loved the Jerry Garcia band playing that. They used to play Dear Prudence. I mean, they would play it for like 15 minutes. It would just go on and on.
Yeah.
Blam, ba-bum, blam, blam, ba- yeah.
Thank you, Wolf, dude. Great to see you, brother. And yes, so Rising Wolf, by the way, right here in San Carlos, he's phenomenal because he keeps texting saying, Tony, good day to get out and throw the disc. Good day to get out and go mountain biking. And I just haven't been able to join him. So Rising Wolf, thank you for the invites.
Tony hasn't been able to join anybody for anything in years. I haven't seen Tony in years. I see him on the show. That's it. Believe me, it ain't just you, Rising Wolf. Nobody can get a hold of this kid. Actually, they were asking for you the other night too. Brian and Wendy, our friends Brian and Wendy, they're coming to the gig Saturday night. And I'm so happy. I love these guys. And they're like, is Tony coming? And I'm like, no. And they're like, they're getting pissed. They're like, why not? And I'm like, well, he's coaching, you know what I mean? He's always coaching. He's got Little League, he's coaching. So it's not just Rising Wolf. It's not just me. You cannot pin Tony down. You can't do it.
Let's just say, dude, after Cooperstown and I'm not coaching anymore, the things will open up.
Tony will come back. He'll come back to us. Yeah.
And dude, by the way, it's not often I get an invite to go throw the disc, and I'm a Frisbee enthusiast for life. And by the way, don't forget that the Frisbee also works as a great plate or a great cutting board when you're camping or traveling or going to a show.
Well, listen, someone's got to say it. Someone's got to say it. It also makes a pretty good little surface if you need to roll one up. I mean, let's be honest. It's been done. It's been done many times on the Frisbee, Yeah.
Oh, come on. Don't do that.
Herb is a plant.
Yeah.
Herbs are good for everything.
That's all.
Yeah.
Okay. So Paulie, we don't have to talk Giants ball anymore either. We talked.
Any other birthdays though, Tony? Any other birthdays real quick, or just McCartney?
There's only one other one that, rest in peace, a heavenly birthday to Lou Brock today.
Oh, dude, hell yeah. He was Ricky Henderson before Ricky Henderson, the great Lou Brock. That was the guy Ricky broke. He broke Lou Brock's record when he became the base stealing king. I hope you enjoyed watching Ricky and Lou Brock, because nobody steals bases anymore. I don't know what the hell. If I was a manager in baseball, I would find a couple of the fastest dudes I could. I would just be like, dude, I don't care how you get on, walk, get hit, single, whatever, get on base, start stealing bags. I would give my speedsters a green light. That's exciting baseball, dude.
Yeah.
Put some pressure on the defense. Make the catcher make an accurate throw. Why do people not steal anymore? It drives me freaking crazy.
Paulie, I don't know. And I do know. Well, I do know that catchers throw harder down to second base. Like their miles per hour on throws to second are better than they used to be. And also pitchers are throwing harder now too. So it's like you got that guy in Minnesota throwing 105 miles an hour, dude. 105. Now, remember when like 98 was a big thing?
I do. When Timmy came up, when Lincecum came up, I think he was throwing like around 97, 98, maybe a 99. And people were like, whoa, this kid's got gas. Now, everybody throws 98, 99. It's freaking crazy.
Right. It's insane, dude. And I worry about these people's arms, so it's just 105 miles an hour is just absurd. And I don't know. Is it on Minnesota? So is it? Yeah, it's Minnesota, right? No, or no. Is it Milwaukee? I think I'm. Yeah, it's Milwaukee. Sorry. That guy, Jacob Mizorowski. Sorry. I said Minnesota. I meant Milwaukee. But also Mason Miller. The guy's damn near unhittable.
Yeah.
For the Padres. So anyways, that's why you're not seeing as many stolen bases. And also pitchers, not to get too technical, but they're doing this thing called the slide step. They slide step a lot, which they don't lift their leg. They just slide step their leg quick. So it's a quicker delivery to home. And Paulie, I just want to also tip my cap to Ricky for being an incredible base stealer. But if I was a manager, I would bring back the stolen base.
Me too.
I would bring back hit and run. And I would also bring back the bunt. And
I would too. Yeah.
And the suicide squeeze. I would also bring back the suicide squeeze.
And with respect, I would counter like the things you said about why guys aren't stealing, like pitchers do a slide step, the catcher can, whatever. I would say this, like if Ricky Henderson was still here and he was playing today, he would be like, dude, slide step all you want, because I'm stealing that. I might steal third when I'm done with second. And because he would have taken that as a challenge. That wouldn't have like slowed him down at all. He would have been like, let's go. Slide step your ass off because I'm stealing right now. And you can't catch me. You would think now that pitchers can't like make the pickoff move, it's all limited. You can only go over there twice or whatever. You would think guys would be doing it more, but it's the opposite. So what are you going to do? You know,
Paulie, and I tell the kids that if I can see this, hold on a second.
What?
I'm trying to find a video of Ricky Henderson stealing a base, but I tell the kids, if you could watch the first few steps of Ricky Henderson stealing a base, dude, the guy his first few steps were so powerful. He was like a running back on the base path.
Yeah,
and
his legs were huge, like his quads and stuff. He had more of like a football play, like a running back's physique. You're right, Tony. The way he was built, like he had tree trunk legs, man.
Dude, he could have been. I mean, he could have been probably a very good running back. But here, let's see if we can see some here.
Ricky Henderson, she's running. Pitch taken. Very slow.
Oh, God.
No chance. You got no chance.
He goes. The pitch taken. He's going to have it.
Swiping third like it's nobody's business. I just want to see. I want to see if they have a footage of him from. Oh yeah. Well, you can't really tell. Anyways, he explodes, and it's all about the first couple of steps, how he turns and goes, and he stays so low to the ground. And I think Ricky was maybe 5'8", maybe 5'10", not very tall. So I think that helps too. So you don't see many tall guys stealing bases. So Paulie, bring back the stolen base, bring back a hit and run, bring back the suicide squeeze, bring back the bunt.
And bring back the old Oakland Coliseum too. Look at that great layout, dude. Before that stupid Mount Davis monstrosity went up, like that was, even though we weren't A's fans growing up, let's be honest, dude, that was a good yard for baseball. Yeah. They and in the night games, dude, with the sun setting, and you see the sun would hit the hills behind it. Like it was a beautiful setting. For baseball over in Oakland. And my condolences, dude. I still feel bad. I feel actively bad for Oakland about the fact that they lost everything. They lost it all. I mean, yeah, they got the Ballers now, but bye-bye Warriors, bye-bye A's, bye-bye Raiders twice. I feel for you guys, man. For real. My heart goes out to you. I just think they did Oakland wrong in so many ways, man.
Yeah, and Paulie, sorry, your last birthday, or only other birthday we want to mention today, too, is El Gato Grande, Paulie. Andres Galarraga. Happy birthday to El Gato Grande.
Hey, my final comment of the day, and then when I want to give Dr. Young some love and we can get out of here. But so real quick, just because I wanted to get into this for a second today when I was watching. Did you watch any of the Knicks parade today, Tony? Did you catch any of that?
No, I only saw the footage that my brother-in-law sent me with them lining up on the streets, and it looked like it was setting up to be a phenomenal scene.
It did. It looked amazing, and it brought back a lot of memories for me. And one thing I wanted to comment on is the mayor of New York City. He walked up to the podium when all the players were seated and they were starting that part of the ceremony. And he goes, I really thought this was cool. He goes, guys, we're here to celebrate the 2026 Knicks. These guys sitting behind me, but he goes, we would not be here. And I thought this was a really classy move. The freaking mayor did this. He goes, I want to make sure that these guys know this championship belongs to them too. He goes, it belongs to Dante DiVincenzo. It belongs to Julius Randle. And then he goes, it also belongs to Tom Thibodeau. That kind of stopped me. And I thought it was a very classy thing. And he's right. Mikey Brown came in and he got the title. But this whole thing was set up by Thibodeau and Dante DiVincenzo and Randle. And dude, there was like kind of an analogy, a parallel thing, because the Warriors had a similar thing. If you look at their first title with Kerr, dude, that whole thing was set up by Mark Jackson. Like nobody talks about the Mark Jackson role in the Warriors kind of evolution and their progression and growth, but it was set up by Mark Jackson. He got these guys to play defense. It was set up by guys like David Lee. And then again, Mark Jackson's gone. Steve Kerr comes in. He gets the ring. He's like the Mikey Brown of New York. So anyway, it kind of tripped me out. I was like, wow, that's a very similar thing we had happen here. Like the guys who like built the initial pillars weren't here when the title was actually won. You know what I mean?
I love that those guys were mentioned, especially DiVincenzo, man. You want to talk about a guy who is all freaking heart, man. Jesus. I was so bummed when he got hurt this year. So rooting for him all along, but it's just to give them love is a great move, Paulie. I love that was done. And yeah, it does make you think about that Warriors team and Mark Jackson, dude. You're right, man. Like that, that I love Steve Kerr forever. But it was Jackson who got that ball rolling. So, gosh, we were.
And I remember this, Tony, when Mark Jackson either stepped down or got blown out, however you want to look at it. I don't know if you remember this. Steph Curry was pissed. Like Curry was pissed that Jackson was leaving. I do remember that. And it was not that he was standoffish with Steve Kerr, but he was upset about Mark Jackson leaving. I remember that vividly.
Yeah, and Escobar Cheeks, I see you on the chat, and you're right, man. He says Steve Kerr always gives Mark the love for starting things, and because Steve Kerr's a class act, man.
Yeah,
Steve Kerr's a freaking class act, dude.
And so is Escobar Cheeks the third. He's a class act, dude. You know what he said before? I never shouted this out, but I wanted to tell you. He actually put on there when we mentioned Celebrini. Escobar posted, "Rock me, Celebrini."
Come on, rock me, Celebrini. Come on, rock me, Celebrini.
Dude, the only morning show in sports history that ever did a song parody for the trainer, dude. We did it. We did a song for the trainer.
Song parody for the trainer and used Falco.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, Celebrini. That's a 4-syllable last name. We had to come up with something.
Celebrini.
Yeah. Celebrini. Oh, Celebrini. All right, Tony, time to give Dr. Matt Young some love. He's another one of our great partners, sponsors, and friends. Tony had the entire Ryan gang down there, Megan, Dom, freaking Olivia, it was a 3-pack of Ryans going right into Dr. Young's office earlier this week. If you haven't made the switch yet, what are you guys waiting for? It's a whole new world waiting for you, a world without stress, a world where the dentist actually cares, a world to the point where if you go have a procedure with Dr. Matt Young, the guy will call you at your house like the next day to make sure you're okay. You okay? You need anything? Need a prescription? How's the pain? You all right? Like, he checks in, he cares. He's in San Francisco. He's got over 25 years of experience. Dr. Matt Young, right down there. It's right off Union Square in San Francisco, 490 Post Street. I've been a patient for well over a decade, and I've been a friend for well over a decade. Nice. What are you doing? Nice. Where are these coming from, T?
From their website, from the Dr. Young's website and the Young Dental SF Group website, which is youngdentalsf.com, Paulie.
Yeah, and they just take great care of you back there, man. The whole staff down there, Tony and Joyce bonded. She usually takes the call. She works up in the front, and then he's got all of the the rooms for the patients in the back. And he's a great, great dude. We've talked about his bedside manner, second to none. Second to freaking look at a handsome fit, Jesus. That's what you get. You go to Dr. Young's office, that's what you're looking at. And look at him. Look at his smile, the hair. It's all there. The charm. That's my room. That's my freaking room right there. I've done some time in that chair, man. And I'll be back before the year's up. I got to get back to see Dr. Young myself.
You know what they need to do, Paulie, in those pictures? They might want to just dangle some headphones in the picture just to suggest that you can sit in that chair, close your eyes, let them do the work, and listen, get taken away by whatever you want to listen to a podcast, you want to listen to our show.
Or like Big Al said, Tony, maybe you're in the dentist chair and you're like, hey, Dr. Young, can you get me some Triumph? He'll do it. He'll do it. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Anything. It could just be chimes. You want to listen to chimes. You want to listen to meditative tones. You could listen to that as well.
Tony, you're talking about chimes. I got to shout out Bruce Springsteen and E Street Band closing the tour with Chimes of Freedom by Bob Dylan. Anytime Bruce Springsteen's covering Bob Dylan, count me in. I'm in for that S. You know what I mean? But anyway, he'll give you the music of your request, of your choice, to help calm your nerves if you need that. If you'd rather just chat with him, that's cool too. Like I said, 25 years of experience, comprehensive dental care available across the board. Fillings, implants, cleanings, veneers, orthodontics, emergency care. We talked about the great team and staff he has on hand. And then again, Tony, last thing about Dr. Young, specializes in implant surgeries and implant restorations. If you're in the situation where you need one of those kind of procedures done, Dr. Young is literally the best in the country at this. He's the president of the American Academy of Implant Dentistry. He lectures other dentists around the country, goes on these speaking tours. He's a really impressive guy. He's a really nice guy, and you should make the move now, and you can thank us later because he's just a rock solid dude, and he does great work. 415-392-8611, Dr. Matt Young, 415-392-8611. And then, of course, you can always email Dr. Young as well, Tony. It's info@youngdentalsf.com. Thank you, Dr. Young. We'll see you soon, buddy.
Paulie, this is a funny testimonial. By the way, over 1,650 5-star reviews on Google for the Young Dental SF Group, by the way. So check it out. This is a testimonial from James Sullivan just last week. Okay. James Sullivan wrote, "Wonderful event. My teeth are both shining and glowing now." He called it an event. How great is that? And he goes, "My implant and all my other choppers are nice and refreshed now.
See?
Thank you so much for your talents on my choppers.
Yeah.
I loved how Dr. Young was able to offer me dentist jokes, a real plus for us both. Thank you so much for making my teeth fabulous again. Jim Sullivan. Is that amazing or what? Dude?
It is. That is amazing. And again, another satisfied customer is what Tony's basically sharing with you. So again, it's right there. Don't hesitate. You're going to thank us. I promise you. He's the best. Dr. Young is the freaking best. He's a great partner to the show. So thank you, Young Dental. Onward and upward, man. We love having you. And real quick, P1 Chuck, who knows me quite well, I made the comment about Bruce covering Bob Dylan on this last tour. And then Chuck comes in with, by the way, you can count Paulie in for a stay at the Bob Dylan bedroom at Bill Walton's house. Dude, if you guys can search this on Instagram, Chuck sent me this incredible story yesterday from Mike Breen, the broadcaster Mike Breen. I'd never heard the story before. It was Mike Breen talking about Bill Walton meeting Breen's dad, and Breen's father was a veteran, and how Bill Walton took care of him in San Diego and gave him like one of the greatest last days of his life. He was ill, I think, with Parkinson's. Is that what it was? He's fighting Parkinson's, Breen's dad. But anyway, it's a really good look at the humanitarian side of Bill Walton. Like, what a great guy he was. And Mike Breen shares like a really cool story about Bill and about his own father. Check that one out. Look for it on Instagram. It's worth it. And thanks for sending that, Chuck. That was really cool.
Dude, the more I see and read and hear of Mike Breen, the more I love him.
He was the MC at the parade today. He was like he was MC in the event at the parade. You know, he was the voice of the Knicks. You know that, right?
Yes, totally. And the bang is incredible, but he just seems like a very, very genuine and nice person.
He
and
does.
Maybe we get Breen in the White House. Can we get Breen in the White House, maybe?
President Breen, I'd roll the dice. Let's see what happens. You know, sign the treaty. He'd be like, sign the treaty. Bang! Bang! Like guys are signing like, you know, important papers, international affairs. Sign the treaty, baby. Bang! Yeah.
The bang is great, dude. The bang is freaking great. And also, hey, I see Chip Lang on the chat. I want to say hello, Chip Lang. It's been a while since Chip's been on the show. So, Chip, welcome back to the show, brother. Hope life's been good for you. And Paulie, on the way out, before we say goodbye, we got to get into the mailbag for one thing that David Meyer sent us.
I saw this. It's the best. Go for it, T. It rules.
Paulie'spod@gmail.com. If you ever want to send us anything like Sweet Mad Hatter, send us pictures of the leg bong, or he sent us pictures of his latest harvest. Okay. But we have David Meyer emailed the show, and he sent this, and this is just, he saw this and took a picture of it, and just enjoy. He saw this license plate and said, guys,
you guys believe this? Look at that.
Look at the license
420 PMP. I mean, we have our Monday 420 show, PMP. I need that license plate. I really do. I need one of those. The Missouri state. What is that? The Show Me state, right?
That is unbelievable, dude.
Yeah. I mean, 420 PMP. Save that, Tony. That's a great picture. And thanks for sending that in, man. David Meyer. Thank you, brother.
Dude, Groschel, is that my dad's car? That's
nice. Nice.
That's great. It's so good, man. David, thank you for sending that in. Again, anybody, if you want to email fun stuff in, pauliespod@gmail.com, and we'll try and get it on the show. But I freaking love that. So thank you so much, David, for sending that in. And Paulie, another David, as we close out, another David, David Basham, also known as Napa Dude.
Yeah.
He introduced us to Miggy in Madrid, Spain.
Okay? Yeah.
The Miggy in Madrid, also Miguel in Madrid, has a show called the Global Madridista, and he does basically soccer talk on YouTube, and he has a massive following, and we had a great meeting with him online, and he's a super nice guy. We're going to reach out to him and try and get him on the show next week, because he is all over the World Cup, and I'd love to get his take on Spain's first match and how Spain does, in this tournament. So I want to thank David Basham for introducing us to Miggy in Madrid, and hopefully we can get him on the show to go. Literally, we'll go over to Spain and get a real true World Cup, some real true World Cup analysis from the Global Madridista. Check him out on YouTube if you can.
I love it, T. Good thinking, too. I'd love to have Mickey back on the show. I look forward to that. Also, Tony Salvador, dude, the former godfather of all things San Francisco radio. He'll be on the show, I think, if not next week, the week after, but I'm working on that right now, too. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out, as always. Patty, Corinne, Los, Grosh, you know what I mean? You got Gravy checking in, Arkansas Dave. You got your Ragses. You got Ray Goodman, Noemi, all the PMPers. We love you guys. Corinne, all of y'all. Fun show today. Everybody go enjoy the World Cup. No baseball. Miguel, you have a good one too. Go Mexico. I think you said you're rooting for Mexico. Go Mexico, right? Yeah, no Giants game today, so you can just dive head first into the World Cup. And I'm in, dude. I'm watching it. I'm like getting swept up into myself. So, and I say go Canada. That's my side piece country. I'm looking for a Canadian win today. So Creative Tony, take us home. And don't forget, guys, international bands tomorrow outside of the USA. It's our World Cup music assignment. We're going to celebrate bands from other countries. And then finally, it's a brunch show. So we're starting at 11, and we're going to do our damnedest to wrap at 12 so we can all go watch USA, Australia. Creative Tony, pull the levers. Take us home.
You got it, Paulie. Thank you all for joining us. And I want to thank everybody who is also checking out the show on Instagram Live. We're over there every day live as well. And we're at Paulie's Pod on Instagram if you want to follow us. And you can also see on the top of our screen here, we have the on Instagram and Blue Sky and Twitter, we are at Paulie's Pod. And then on YouTube, we are at Polymax Particles. Please like and subscribe while you're there. And then don't forget about the audio versions that are available on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Paulie, on that note.
Business hours are over, baby. It's business time.
Very nice, Creative Tony. All of y'all have a wonderful Thursday afternoon. Weekend is almost here. Father's Day is upon us. So we're going to end the week. We'll end strong tomorrow. We're going to have a good one. Escobar, you be good. Have a good one. Centaur, Matt Stenson, Noemi, we love you guys. We really do. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the show. Enjoy this beautiful day, and we will be back tomorrow. Chip Lang, we'll see you tomorrow too, buddy. Again, it's a brunch show, 11 a.m. We'll see you then tomorrow, kids, and cheers, y'all.
Peace, y'all. See you tomorrow, 11 a.m.